So are you awkward bystander one, where you just sit there and you watch things happen and you never try to fix any situation that comes about? Or are you bystander two, who actually sees the issue and actually goes and proceeds to fix the issue? This is something that I kind of wanted to talk about because I kind of ran into a situation the other day and I wanted to discuss it with you guys, and how I am typically bystander one, but to that day I felt like bystander two. And I would say that bystander two, the person who actually does things and actually tries to fix things, is definitely the person that we all want to strive to be. But bystander one is that anxious person who really doesn't want to do those kind of things and wants to kind of stay away from anything that involves helping people or trying to fix and solve an issue that you can do without being rude or any kind of like intrusion, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you guys the story. So I was at Walmart and there was an old lady, okay? And she was like pushing her buggy in front of us and stuff like that. She had turned a corner a little bit fast, I think. I didn't really get to see it, but I seen her turn, right? And then we ended up like kind of going up like behind her as she was kind of like going off in her own like section or whatever. And there was like paper towels just sitting there on the ground. And keep in mind, it was like one of those like 2-pack rolls. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, those had to have been hers, because like she was like the last one that was in front of us. I didn't see them before, so I'm looking around and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, me and my girlfriend pretty much both like was like, well, maybe she was trying to go around them too. Maybe somebody did drop them and she was trying to go around it. So like we are essentially like coming up with reasons why we shouldn't do anything about it, right? And I decided, you know what? I'm actually like I'm going to investigate further. So I start looking at her cart, okay? I'm looking it up and down, and I notice that she's got like other kinds of paper towels right there on the bottom of her cart. So I knew instantly that if I was to just ask her with the paper towels in hand, if they were hers, I would get my answer. So I picked them up and then I go over to her cart, and I kind of have to go like around in front of her because she's like old, so I don't want to like scare her like from behind or anything. So I kind of like went out, kind of like walked real fast around and like front of her in a way, and I was like, hey ma'am, hey. And she was like, looked up from her cart kind of surprised, and I asked if those were her paper towels, and she checks her buggy and she's looking up and down. She checks the bottom. She goes, "Oh, I'm missing those. Where did I drop those?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm assuming you may have like turned the corner and they just slipped right out. I didn't really see it though. I figured it could have been yours since you were kind of the closest one to it." And so she kind of had a good laugh out of it, and I guess a little bit of small talk exchanged, and then kind of just we told each other to have good days, and we went on our way. But just the smile from that lady, the fact that she won't have to go home and be like, "Where the fuck is the paper towels that I bought?" Like, that made me feel good. The fact that I helped somebody out to the point in which that whenever they get home, they're actually thankful for these paper towels. So because she could have went home and been bitter simply because she didn't have the paper towels, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I probably got to turn her day around just by being kind and actually stepping out of a little bit of a comfort zone and actually asking if these were her paper towels really could have changed the outcome for her day. And I know it's, may seem small, and, she could go home and just be like, "Oh, I guess I forgot those," or something like that. But at the same time, like, who knows what kind of person this, lady is. Obviously, she seems really nice, but, she's either going to be happy or sad if she didn't have them, you know what I'm saying? And keep in mind that obviously if it wasn't hers, I probably would have just taken it back, just because it's like a small adventure. Where does this go? If not, you just give it to like an employee, say, "Hey, I found this on the ground somewhere. Is there any way like maybe you could put this on one of your racks or carts?" But like sometimes you'd be like walking through like the clothes aisle, right? and all of a sudden you find, like, right there, right beside a pack of the freaking 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙠 socks is a 2% freaking milk. Like, nobody, like, how does that even make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do people do that kind of shit? It doesn't really make sense to me. I essentially just wanted to get across to you guys that stepping out of your comfort zone to actually help people out in public and stuff like that will make things a lot better for not only you, because you'll feel good for helping them, but also make their day a little bit easier. Even if you put yourself in an awkward place where they're like, no, that's not mine at all, like, what are you doing? It's okay. So I'm going to give you guys like a small summary here. Essentially, the best thing to do is to make people's life easier rather than harder, and help people out in public, because it's going to make you feel good and it's going to make them feel even better. So, and just keep in mind that the worst thing that can happen is probably not going to happen. So that's pretty much been it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to watch more, there'll be a video. Whoa, hold on. There'll be a video right here, and you guys can check out this video right here. This is one of my recent videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.